It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And this one features Christian Gonzalez. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Patriots and the Jags under the lights on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we had a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game. But when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
This return makes it up to the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Stevenson with another carry. And he gets him around 6 there. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Back to the air, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. May on 1st and 10. Not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. To the air yet again, May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. May now from the gun. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The give inside to Stevenson. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jaguars 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Fourth down's going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Joseph. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running left out of the second down option. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they had that one contained right at the line. Christian Barmore with the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's gonna loft one deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. And they're gonna take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find... but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson get the football back now. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. May now. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air on first down, May. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On play action, here's May. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw for May. draws it at the 7. Touchdown, New England! So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second and 8. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Catch made by Allen. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence on the play fake. This pass caught by Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Complete. It's Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Now Lawrence. Allen on the catch. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Completes this one to Baker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. From the gun, it's May. It's complete to Hopkins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Running for it with Stevenson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Going play action, May. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now they have third and short.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, May. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that. So that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. May now from the gun. Has it in close. And he has the New England touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Slide to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This will end up as a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This is hauled in by Ingram. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Second and 12 behind the sticks. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 5 men in the secondary for the Pats. Third down. Lawrence working from the gun. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Patriots are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. To the air on first down, May. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. Second and 3 now. Lawrence now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
A final throw before the break. A desperate heave here for 6. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. We've arrived at halftime with the Patriots in front after 2 here in Foxborough. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. J.J. McCarthy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. The Patriots got a solid first half from their quarterback, Drake May. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Eward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 36, finding Davis. This is ahead for about 5. Hit made by Josh Uche.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down. They go play action here. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be second down. Lawrence in the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Allen there to haul it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. And now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here. He's throwing for it. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
The home teams ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hauled in left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This one taken in by Baker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going play action, May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Foye Oluokun with the pick. The 30. The 10. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 38. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. On his Little for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you, and especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30. Now May coming off that pick. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A 10-yard gain.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Second and 3 now. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. ETN again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Kirk in motion left. ETN on 3rd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. Jacksonville in punt formation. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Quick slant here to Kirk. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Lawrence now off the play action. He brings it in. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying it right side with ETN. And he drives this forward to the 6. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Lawrence on 3rd and goal. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars Jaguars keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game.
Patriots 17.
On now is Cook to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
On the return, here's Jones. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's fourth down. Trying to throw for it with May. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's another Patriots first
To
down.
the air yet again, May. Completes this one to Baker. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. May now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Here's May to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On play action, here's May. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. To throw, here's May. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. Fires right away, but incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's May. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed...
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They go right back to Etienne. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. They've got first down from the 31.
At their own 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up second down. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Jaguars, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.